Hi everybody, welcome here to another live stream. I'm happy to be on Haps again, and hello everybody watching on the replay. Today I'm streaming to Twitter Live and YouTube as well. So I'm going to continue working on Rachmaninov's third concerto that I am preparing for performances in at the end of this month and in November. I've got my other device here. I can see a comment just came up. Let's see if I go this way. I think I can see Suyog. Hello, Suyog. Very good to see you here. Boataj, yes. So thank you for joining today. I'm going to get straight into it and work on a section from the third movement of this concerto, and if you comment, I will have a look soon at comments. I'm going to work a little stop chats and then work some more. So here we go. This part is really fun. It's like a sort of Russian dance. Some of the notes on this piano I'm playing. Let's have a look at, I saw some comments. Playing something special, I have no idea about piano. So this music that I'm working on, it's a solo piano piece to play with orchestra. And at this time I'm playing with a virtual backing orchestra on a loudspeaker by the piano. But this piece, it's one of the most difficult and challenging piano concertos in our repertoire. I've played it twice already last year, so I thought I would do it again 2 more times this year, and then hopefully in the next few years I can start performing it with a live orchestra. That would be really great. So I can see the comments here as well. So yeah, thank you. And if you're watching me on Haps as well, you feel like sponsoring, that is always appreciated as well. So let's go on. I'll just check a part that I did there, because I've been playing this for a while. It's easy to mix things up sometimes. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I remembered that better than I thought I would. That's the first time I played it today. But I've done lots of work on this previously. Last year I spent a lot of months doing very deep practice work and memorizing it. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you for the supporter rewards. Appreciate that, Suyog. Always appreciated. So you're watching on Haps. Yes, this will be an online performance. It's taking place on stageit.com, the platform Stageit, which is my principal ticketed platform. So here on Haps and YouTube and everywhere, I'm doing these streams to show you behind the scenes work on it. And then if you would like to come and join the live experience, you're very welcome. Just go to there's two sites you can go to. Go to my homepage, danielrobertsmusic.com, and that will on the homepage that will give you information about Stage It and the links to there. Or you can go straight to my Stage It profile, which is pianostreamsonline.com. That's a domain that I bought to link to my Stage It, pianostreamsonline.com, and that will link you to the Stage It profile. My next performance of this piece, Rack 3 as we call it, it's coming on Sunday the 26th of September. So I'm just going to see if I can tweak one thing here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just removing the banner at the top there. And let's see what else. Okay, cool. So I'm still getting used to the settings here. I joined Haps when it more or less started back in, well, I don't know if it started then, but it was pretty new in December last year. I jumped on and had fun with it. I've had months away from it, but I'm back now doing regular streams here. And the cool thing about this site, Haps, is I can multi-stream to YouTube and Facebook and everywhere. So I'm doing this live on YouTube right now or on the replay if you're watching later. So another comment before I go on a bit more. Let's see. Yes, that's the door behind. Yes. So I read the piece from here, the score, but I'm actually playing it from memory when I'm working through it. Now I've just got the score here for reference. So let's just go. Where should we go from here? That's it. Now, one thing I should mention is that I'm not doing the performance on this piano. This is just the one we have at home to work on. I'll be playing it on a very nice Yamaha grand piano in a venue near our house that I use, and has kindly been offered to me free of charge to use for all these online streams since last year, really, when everything was shutting down. So I'm really grateful for that, because I've been able to continue performing, selling virtual tickets and getting kind tips and support from people. Okay, let's get the comments. I've got the comments on the laptop here and also on my phone. All right, Suyok, take care. Have a great rest of your night there and have a nice week, because I know it's already early Monday there for you. Thank you for joining. All right, let's go on. So the next part then, this beautiful melodic section. Let's have a look here. Let's go. So it's a very delicate section here, all about balance, which of course most of it is anyway. Let's go. Let's just do that. It's one of those parts that you can play for a while, and then you got to refresh it again, and then you can play it again without thinking much, and then you got to refresh it again, which is basically all music, really, if we're honest. Let's go. What happened Okay, so all of that, it's like a lot of fast parts in music when you're playing up to tempo. It's sort of easy because you don't have time to worry about it or think, and you just play it, and hopefully it all goes well. Uh, and it's this all of this is written very well for the hands. It goes up very nicely along the keys. There we go. So let's have a look. Someone here, Andrew. Hello, welcome, by the way. Some things are easier played faster after hours of practice and muscle memory. Absolutely, yeah. What I say to my students, though, is that it's always, of course, very important as well to have the theoretical knowledge of what you're playing in mind, so you're not just playing without knowing what chord you're playing or which scales in the piece. That all will help, of course, alongside muscle memory. So thanks for watching, Andrew. Let me know, are you watching on Haps or YouTube or Twitter? Let me know. But I think you're here on Haps, in fact. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to move on towards the end of the piece now. On Haps from New York City. Brilliant. I cannot wait to go there again. I went 2 years ago and loved it. And I want to go back with my wife, who's been there as well, but before I went, so separately, basically. But it'll be great. Yeah, so. Okay, so let's go from this part. Yeah. very energetic section like this. So it comes after that episode, and then the last part that I was just playing leads us to the coda of the piece, and then the big finale. And I'm sure some of you know that anyway. I'm just explaining broadly how this piece goes in the last movement. Let me know as well in the chats and comments, even if you're watching on the replay on YouTube, you can comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you are a musician as well, if you're a pianist, if you played this piece and what your experience of it is, or you'd love to. I've always loved this piece and wanted to play it, and I worked very, very, very times 10, very hard to prepare it, practice it. So, yes. So, let's go on. So we've got this part next. Oh, hello, Steve. Very nice to see you here. Thank you. Welcome, Steve. Steve is one of my regular audience members on Stage It that I was talking about earlier. Great to have you here. Hello. EB, welcome watching on Twitter. Very nice to have you here. Great. So, yes, I'm just working through Rack 3, which I'm performing in almost 21 days exactly in 45 minutes actually on Stage It. So let's go on. So by the way, those of you who don't know, I'm back now regularly streaming practice sessions such as this here on HAPS. And hello, Jess. Thank you for subscribing. I remember you from Periscope. And hello, hello from Beirut. Great, one of my Lebanese fan there as well. She might be related to my wife because her family were originally from Lebanon as well. Good to see you. Yes, thank you. So yeah, I'm doing regular streams 2 or 3 times a week at least from HAPS, multi-streaming over to Twitter and YouTube. I know we got some people watching on Twitter, and most are watching on HAPS today, I believe. But if you go to my YouTube channel as well, you can watch the replay of this later, or you can watch this and other videos. Let's go on. Where was I? Okay, this happens sometimes. You get so into the music, and then you have to check what's happening sometimes as well. Let's go. What chord is it? Ah, that's it. we go. So I've been working on that a lot, not just here on live streams. So that's why I can sort of play through it more or less. Thank you for the award as well, Andrew. Appreciate that. All tips and sponsors here on HAPS are always appreciated as well. I will. Let's see. Actually, I can switch this on. So if you're new to HAPS, I'll just show you how it goes here. So if I turn this on just for a moment, there we have. These are the awards from today's stream live, and I think also they have what else? The dollar. Oh, there it is. Yeah. HAPS put these on these dollar goals and things. So I thought I'd just show you that. So I'll keep that one on. Okay, so let's go on a little bit more then. I'm going to carry on from here. Let me just check what's going on in the left hand. Right. And one of the reasons that I'm back on HAPS as well streaming is because now here at home we've upgraded our internet to fibre, so it's running much better. It's great for streaming and uploading things and downloading some games when I have time as well to play them. Yeah, let's go on. So I'm practicing that a bit slower because later on it goes like this, etc. like that. But I need to really warm that up, get the left hand going. Something like that. There we go. So that all leads to the big finale of this. Let's just do a part again. Let's go. So here's like the left hand is bouncing the ball. And then both hands. And then. I'll be back to play this section another day, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, because tomorrow I'm rehearsing with a colleague of mine online. Thank you, Steve, very much for the tip. Appreciate that as well. And thank you, everybody, for joining me here. So I'm going to sign off, going to have a little rest, and then do some more deep practice work. And then we're going to eat soon here as well. It's coming up to 6 p.m. here in Brazil. You can hear the birds there. Some people think they're monkeys, but they're just birds. Okay, so thank you, Steve and Andrew and Suyog and Jess and everybody else who has been watching me here on the replay. Have a great rest of your weekend and look forward to seeing you in the next live stream very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.